There we go. Ah, boy, that's frustrating. So you guys know, I touched nothing. I didn't touch anything. Tell me, everyone, is there an echo, okay? For whatever reason, the settings inside of my OBS studio just changed all of a sudden. I touched nothing. Figure that out. Let me know if there's an echo. Perfect, sweet. All right, so now, if you haven't done so, please go hit like. They're free here. There are 52 people on, 24 people have hit like. Please go hit like. The more likes we get, the farther up YouTube pushes us up the algorithm. Costs nothing to do so, all right? And then more people will get our message out there and more people will see. So since we've wasted 7 minutes, and that's stupid and I hate that. Regardless, a lot of cool shit happened. Thanks for being here. I'm Professor Keith, Carolina Keith, regular Keith. Let's get into it. XRP chart. I want to zoom out for a moment on the high time frame. All right, now I put this on Twitter just yesterday evening, right before I went to sleep. I went on a little bit of a binge. Yeah, I know Kelly Slade said so best. Like Gremlins, dude, I didn't touch anything. And then all of a sudden it just doesn't work. What the hell, bro? Now, the thing is, like, sometimes it updates and I tell it I don't want it to update, but then it updates anyway. Whatever. Welcome to technology. Last night on Twitter, I put that XRP was still hanging on to this uptrend right here. As you see, it's hanging on to this uptrend right here. Still hanging on. And while it was close to failing, it hadn't. All right. And here's the indicator up on the screen with it, which is the 50 moving average. 50 moving average is a basic filter, right? Basically, it's a on-off filter. It's good if it's over, bad if it's under. Well, it was under, but barely, right? And I said, so long as this thing maintains this uptrend, still think there's a chance for 60 cents. Well, we got a little bit more than 60 cents, didn't we? So, Judge Torres, so let me break down how I see this. Judge Torres essentially made a summary judgment without going through all the hoops. She basically said that, or he or whoever the judge is, basically said that as sold to us, XRP is not a security. Exchanges, etc., whatnot. It was not a investment contract. We're not expecting immediate returns because we bought into it and this is going to help the business, right? We're buying it because we want to make money on it. That's it. However, when they started the company and did OTC buys and sold to big corporations, well, the judge deemed that security worthy. All right. So they're still not completely out of the water. However, as far as it's concerning us and all of us who have just regular old buys, right? It's fine. Not a security. And as such, once that ruling dropped, the dominoes fell rather rapidly. All right. First thing that happened is it hit crypto Twitter, which is where everything happens first. I didn't catch the absolute bottom. As you see, my red line right here says buy 2000. That's where I bought. I had this set last night. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set a limit order just in case. I'll set it for around, you know, what price? At 56 cents. I think that's where I set it at. I said, I'm going to set this limit order just in case, because if this thing breaks this resistance, which is what I saw here, right? XRP had a hard time breaking this resistance so far this year. Right, so I said, if it breaks that, I want to get a hold of that because it's making a new high. Right, we talk about this all the time. When something makes a new high, we stay in until it stops making those new highs. Well, as you see, making new highs, you love to see it. So once it started making new highs, I want to get in. I got in. This thing moved really rapidly. I think it was up to at 1.83 or 84% on the day, right, at one time. What's really wild is not just it, but also other ones did it too, and we'll go over that in a moment. But I wanted to get on this one first. So you see it broke resistance, and once it broke resistance, it really moved fast. Now, I want to zoom out a little bit to the higher time frame so we can have a more broad look at what's going on, because I talk about this all the time, but those high time frames are crucial, all right? We look for those high time frames to make our plays and make our moves on a grander scale, see how long they're going to take and how long they're not. Now, I've got Fibonacci retracement pulled up on the screen now. What is Fibonacci retracement? Essentially, a really smart guy named Fibonacci way back in the day, who was a mathematician, found out that there are repetitive numbers that happen in sequence and cycle constantly. All right. So these lines also represent support and resistance lines. It's quite simple, actually. They pretty much mimic those lines. A 50% retrace is pretty normal. Now, after all that big down we had in 2021, 2022, after the bull market was over for XRP, is represented in all this down. And you see this dotted line represents right here the trend line, the big bear market trend line that this thing was stuck under for a long time, right? We had been talking about how XRP and a few others simply hadn't broke this line yet, and they were struggle bussing, right? Of all of them that hadn't broke, XRP was the biggest one that hadn't broken its bear market trend line. Well, clearly that happened very rapidly, and that took a little bit of a kick in the pants, right, to get it going, but that's okay. We don't mind that. That's fine. So we sat on the 236 fib. I'll zoom in here so you can see it a little bit better. This thing sat on this 236 fib, which was good. You had a week or two ago some decent buy pressure come in, and the previous weeks before that you had some buy pressure, which was a good sign, right? That's why I didn't give up on it. That and the fact that it was maintaining this uptrend here, which is good. You want to see uptrends. We buy uptrends, we sell downtrends. So it's cool. Hung in there. Once it broke resistance, there was a few markers that I was looking at as psychological points. You know, they're basic round numbers. Also fib lines. So the first one was 60 cents at this 382 fib. This thing blew right through it like it wasn't even there, which was awesome. Now, I'd said I had a hard cap at 60 cents because I didn't think this would happen this fast, right? Really didn't think we'd get this stuff done. I thought they would continue to drag this court crap on forever. And honestly, it may still drag on a little while longer, but on the institutional side, not so much on the retail side where we are. So didn't expect it to go as fast as it is. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still in no matter what. I already bought and I'll sell when the time comes. So once it blew through this 60 cents level where I honestly thought it would stop, it kept going. Where did it go next? Well, the next line to stop at is the 50 Fibonacci retracement, or 50% retracement. This is retracement up instead of down. That's about 75 cents. And look where the price is hanging out at right now. Now, yes, it went farther than that, which was awesome. It blew through this fib too, all the way clear up to 94 cents, just shy of $1. And I put 94 cents there on the thumbnail for the video for a reason, right? Because this was a psychological level as well. It's a 618 fib. As you see, these lines are being respected pretty well. While this was happening, this thing actually stopped at 60 cents for about an hour. All right. And after that, shot up again, stopped right here at 75 cents for about 45 minutes. From there, it went up and kept going back and forth, and this is on. Now that we've broken through 60 cents and we've gotten above 75 cents, I need you to understand something. This needs to hold this 75 cents level for a little while longer, right? It's Thursday evening, so we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 more days, right? It needs to hang on to this 75 cents level. And if it can't, you're going to get more run up here, because this is now creating a new zone of trading. Like this hit my box and broke through it, but it's stuck in it right now. So I'm going to draw another one here. From this 618 fib down to this 50 fib, all become a new zone of interest for us, right? Anything in this zone is good because it's going to bounce back and forth and range in this zone. I'm okay with that. If it wants to get in this zone and then break out, I'm okay with that. But I want it to hold above this green box here. As long as we stay above this green box and we stay above this 75 cents level, that's bueno. Okay, that needs to hang on. And this is on a high time frame, not a short time frame. We're halfway through the month of July, on the dog days of summer. So I think it's all right now. It's cool. It's honestly, this thing has until May of next year to make this move, right? So I think it may have some more juice left in the tank before it finally kind of puckers out, and we'll see. But that's neither here or there. Right now, this is clearly on the run up, right? Whenever I see big 80 or 90 or 100% candles, anytime, I'm always looking to take profits, okay? We've said this before, but there's never, ever a bad day to take profits. There isn't. It just doesn't exist. Every single day, every single chance that you have to take profits, my God, people, be the 5% that actually get paid, right? I'm not saying you should sell everything. I think that's a bad idea. I think it's a bit harsh reaction to do one thing and do the complete opposite soon again, right? Maybe sell a portion. Yeah, maybe sell a little. You don't have to sell everything all at once. I think people get hung up, right? And they don't understand what to do or when to do it. And they freak out and the emotions set in. Remember that rule number 1 of investing in general is no emotions, all right? These assets don't love you back. I know a lot of people are in this for the long term, and I get it. However, 80 to 90%, 100% candles, they just don't happen that often. And when they do, you've got to take advantage of them, all right? Yes, there may be more up on the backside, and that's okay. That's great, actually. Since there's more up on the backside, you can take a portion. You don't have to take it out, right? So my lady, she sold half today because she had hers on Coinbase, and Coinbase unlocked. Finally, they opened Coinbase back up for everyone to be able to do it. Now I want you to know they charged a $50 fee just to sell XRP. So they're getting their nut, right? Good news is she sold 50%. She got to keep 50%, so it can keep going or do whatever it wants. Plus, she got her original investment back and 50% on top of that. So I'll tell you the raw numbers. She put $2,000 in back in 2020. All right. From 2020 to 2023 now, she's been stuck. She couldn't even do anything because Coinbase locked it. All right. Since Coinbase locked it, she had to wait it out. All right. She saw it go up to $2. Like the thing was worth $12,000 at one time. It's like she said, I want to sell it. She couldn't. She was screwed. Watched it go all the way back down to $1,100 or some shit like that. Now it came back up to 6,000. She's able to sell half, keep 3,000 in there, and then use the other 3,000 for whatever she'd like. She still got it in USDC, so she can do what she wants to with it. Interestingly enough, I started this run way back in 2020 with $6,000 as well, right? I've talked about that before. I turned 6,000 into what I live off of now. All right, so be mindful of what you're doing, folks. I have no problem with waiting it out when you're in an uptrend. That's cool. There's never a bad day to take profits. Not one single day on earth exists where it's a bad day. You say, gosh, I can't believe I took profits. It doesn't exist. All right. So where do I see this going? All right. If this thing can hang out above 75 cents, I like a run back to 94 cents or roughly $1. If it can break that, well, that's where the real magic happens. And I need you to understand there's a lot of resistance in here, okay, that it's already hitting and kind of showing a little bit of pushback because it doesn't just want to blow through this resistance like it's nothing. It's just got to respect it. And it's doing that right now. It's respecting these levels, which I love to see. It actually blew through this resistance down here faster than I thought I would. And that's kind of why I had that. That's kind of why I had that 60 cents, hard level that I was saying about, right? I didn't think it would push through that fast. Historically, XRP hasn't. So good news that it did nonetheless. If we can get up to $1, Sniper's Alley is up here at $1.30 to $1.50. Man, that would be awesome. I'd really, really love to see it do something similar to what it did way back in 2016. Way back in 2016, it printed a little something like this. Thing ran up, kind of came up and thought about it and danced a little bit and then eventually rolled back over and tested that big bear market trend line. All right. Honestly, I'd like to see it do something similar to that. Not to the scale I just drew it. I'm just drawing shit to show you. But I'll show you now in 2016 how this thing played out. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to do this again. I just see this on the charts and go, hey, man, there's clear possibility that we could do something similar, right? We know these things are repetitive and they kind of repeat themselves over and over again. And since that's the case, we like to try to take advantage of that by seeing what's going to happen. Right here, this happened in September of 2016, right? You broke this bear market line, shot several big green candles up at one time, right? It took several weeks for this to play out, as you can see. As this thing shot up several candles at one time, kind of set the hook on you. Because right in through here, you got another little bit of a downtrend, but it was a falling wedge, and this thing broke out. I actually use this chart as a teachable chart on any private consults that I do, right? Still do private consults. If you're interested, just message me. Right here's the calendar. Right here is the calendar. Right, I'll put the link right over here in the description, or right over here in the comments. And I got to say hey to everybody in a second. I'm sorry I haven't. It threw me off when the thing didn't work like I was expecting it to, right? I have private consults open for all different hours, all different days. They're buy one, get one free right now. You want to learn how to chart and you don't want to do the Discord, you don't want to pay for that, you want to just learn, well, they're buy one, get one free, right? Come on, dude. This is a teachable chart. So the way this thing moved up and then kind of got over the bear market trend line and came back down and retested it was just fabulous. And I'd really, really like to see that happen again. The timeline kind of matches up. It's a couple months off, but it kind of matches up. Yep. So really like to see this happen again. Break this bear market trend line like we did here, right? Right up a little bit, test back here somewhere. Give me a back test, and then really get this movement going. I don't know how long this up's going to last, okay? I don't. So since I don't know, I'm just playing this by ear. But if we get anything like that, and this thing wants to, maybe we get another uptrend here. Right, something like this. I'm just speculating now. We get something like this. This thing rolls back down and gives us a test. Your best buy is going to be right in here again. You'll get a chance to get in a little bit lower. And if that happens, bam, you're going to get another run up. Now, obviously, this is pure speculation. I don't know that that's going to happen. What do I see right now? I see a broken bear market trend line. And I see that we're right at about the 50 fib, in between the 50 fib and the 618 level, which is the golden pocket. Now we know the XRP respects that golden pocket and Sniper's Alley, which is that 786, 886 level at roughly $1.30 to $1.50. So there's going to be hard barriers going forward. All right. All that being said, I think the big move happens in the bull market, not right now. Okay. I think it's doing well right now, but I think we'll have that big move when the bull market happens, when everything rises. All right. So I want you to reserve your hype. Make some profits, be happy. This is awesome that this happened, because not only does this solidify XRP as not being a retail security, but it opens the door for all these other cryptos that did similar, that have been discredited by the same people who sued XRP. All right. So recently there was news that Binance US was being attacked and they were coming after BNB. Well, BNB is a totally different story. However, they also talked about Algorand, Cardano, Matic, AVAX, Phantom, and some other ones, right? Render, I think they maybe talked about Mana, right? This opens the door for those to be treated the same way. This creates what we call a precedent. And since we have a precedent, hey man, that's awesome. I want to see more precedent. I want to see more of, hey man, leave us alone. Let us spend our money how we'd like to, right? You're not protecting us from anything here. We already understand the risks. Leave us be and let us do what we want to do. And a little bit how that happened today, which is awesome. Now, let me say hey to everybody, and then we'll go through some more stuff. 75 people watching, 40 people hit like. Go hit like, everybody. It's free. It costs nothing to hit like, all right? Why not? What's going to hurt? All right, so let's say hey to everyone. And I'm sorry the damn audio didn't work at first. Dude, that sucks. Danny Deep Pockets, Danny Carney. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Miss Kelly Slade. Straight out of Costa Rica. Good to see you, ma'am. What's up, Jim Monroe? Ariana, good to see you. Lunatic Prophet. Tech says likes a freeze. Damn right. Brand Full, what's up? Chadma, the Canadian Killer. Good to see you, brother. Tario, what's up, Tario? Dreamer, good to see you. Crypto Trauma, what's up, Jeremy? That's my cousin. Colo Colo, how are you? Mountain Man, good to see you, brother. Glad to have you back. Yeah, I know I was muted. I'm sorry. Mr. XR Femi, good to see you, brother. Izam, what's up? Jay Nicholas, good to see you, brother. How you doing out there in Berserkly? Dirk Vander Vliet, louder. I'm sorry. Sal Sugar, good to Cigar. I'm sorry. Timeless, what's up, ma'am? How are you? Good to see you again. Sardonic, Andreas, Howwater, Nye Adi. Can't say that right. Tom Bazdarka, what's up? Good to see you. China motherfreaking Matt. Win motherfreaking Mullet. Good to see you, brother. Guillermo, what's up? S. Laker, Sardonic, Educated Dummy. Guillermo again. Anonymity. Beast Mode Focus. Good to see you. Sal. Yeah, I was testing the intro music. Yeah, it's unfortunately it's Chrome for this for the live streams, and I use other stuff when I can, but it works best through Chrome when I do these live streams. Let's see, Anon Horse Trader, good to see you. Spock, Fabio, Hammer, number go up. Rug, good to see you. Rug, Win Boats and Hose. Cycling Cotton again. Sir Sigma, how are you doing, brother? Hammer, do you think we'll get 2018 vibes soon? Maybe, maybe not. I'm thinking more along the lines of 2016 when things are building up to a bigger move, right? Because I realize that the bull market starts next year, not this year. So that being the case, well, I like to see this thing building up and having a little bit of volatility before then. Can you look at, let me write that down. By the way, I love my new pen. Got this from Hawaii, handmade pen. It's koa wood and some other stuff. Wood that's only grows in Hawaii. Love my pen. It's pretty dope. You can't really see it because it's blurry, but I can see it. All right. Someone asked for FTM, Solana, and COS. FTM, Solana, COS. All right. And we're going to go through and look at some more here also. Can I pronounce your name? Let's give this a whirl. Sukhdev Singh. I think I got that right. It was kind of nice waking up today to a nice rise in the market. Dude, I would totally agree. I loved it. So, XRP did awesome, right? And a lot of this news was rated on XRP, and a lot of people are talking about XRP. However, let's look at XLM, which did literally the same percent that XRP did. It actually did a little more. I saw 94% at one point today on XLM. 94% up. Big run. Love to see it. This is, again, the weekly chart. High time frames here, folks. I'm going to pull a fib line, which is going to be that bear market trend line that you saw on XRP. It's the same thing for XLM. All right. So, honestly, I think that's the mark. But I'm going to pull it out a little bit farther so we can see it a little bit better. You could argue that something like that is the real line. Okay, I'll hear the argument, whatever. What I do see is this fib line being respected back in the day, and then coming around in the other direction. Re-respected this 236, blew through it, come up to the 382, tagged it, and stopped dead in its tracks. This was one of the charts that had actually underperformed throughout 2023 so far, right? We had several that have done it. Some that outperformed, like Render, KOS was one of them. Multiple others that had done really, really well. FTM, AVAX, CRV had done pretty well in 2023. Then you had others that had almost done nothing, right? Now they're starting to rebound and show a little bit of steam here, and they're getting their run, which is awesome. So XLM run up to its resistance line. You can see that same resistance that was there on XRP that it blew through. Didn't quite blow through on XLM here. However, XLM had underperformed to this point. So came up, tagged this resistance, and pulled back a little bit. Honestly, kind of expected it. Again, it showed at one point 89 or 90-something percent. I think 94% was what I saw. It was just quick when I was looking through TradingView. I was like, holy shit, look at XLM go, right? Again, 382 fib into resistance being respected. How did we look before that? Because I got immediately today on Twitter, I got haters starting to say, well, I guess the price wasn't priced into the charts. Like, dude, why not be happy? Everyone's made money today. What are you doing? Like, people have just got to get in there. I told you so groove, which is so stupid. XLM was over the 50 moving average here, unlike XRP, right? It was in a decent position here. Now, it wasn't over the 821 EMA, but it was in a decent position. It was over the 50, which is pretty good, all right? Again, I think 17 cents may get another run here on XLM, and right now we're at 14. That's not a guarantee, but again, it's in the same kind of range where XRP is, so I think we may see some more up here before we see a big down. No guarantees. Play the ball as it lies. This is an uptrend at the moment, right? Higher highs and higher lows, which is exactly what you're seeing happen, which is awesome. I'm loving it. All right, so let's go to Bitcoin real quick. Interestingly enough here, Bitcoin had very tight Bollinger Bands going into today. I'll show you those in a moment. But we had been hitting this 31,000-ish barrier over and over and over again, where that red line is. 31,000 continuously hitting it and failing and hitting it and failing. Finally, it broke through that barrier and is now sitting on top of it, which is excellent. So it can actually sit around here and dance on top of this line. I don't mind that. All right, if it needs to build up a little more momentum, I'm okay with that. Looking at the RSI, it was overbought back at the beginning of June, or at the end of June. Kind of trended down for just a bit, but still rallying up now and heading back toward overbought. If this thing goes overbought again, and I do think it will go overbought again, where's it going to go? Well, I think it's a possibility we get up to that 33,000 to 34,000 range, where I talked about I like this thing to happen all the way back in November when we were talking about this. I said, if this thing ever breaks north, here's the levels I'm watching, right? 34,000 to 40,000 was what I said then. Now, we've actually been able to narrow that down a little bit as we've gone along here, which is awesome. You know, we can tighten up the time frames and squeeze it in a little bit tighter and see a little bit more here. But the good news is it's pretty darn accurate, right? It's taking a while. It's killing me how long it's taken. Whatever. As you can see, it's broken through the 1 fib here, and that 1272 in that green box happens to line up with around 33 to 34,000. That's why I'm aiming for that area. All right. Interestingly enough, a bunch of people left because I stopped talking about XRP. So anyway, I do think Judge Torres is a bit of a saint here, right? Because Judge could have been a dick, chose not to, which is awesome. Let me show you those Bollinger Bands I was talking about. Bollinger Bands show us income and volatility. Whenever you see these Bollinger Bands get very tight, like you saw right here, volatility comes in and you usually see a pretty sharp move. Just the same way you did back here. You had tight Bollinger Bands back here, and things got very wicky, back and forth, back and forth. You got volatility come in. Same thing happened today. Now that it's broken out and it's sitting on top of that Bollinger Band right there, that's good. You want to see it stay above these Bollinger Bands. Continue bouncing on the top of the bands. Once it closes back inside, you tend to see a little bit of a slowdown. Not a promise, but a little bit of a slowdown. Again, so long as we're up there, hanging out above this red line, really I'm okay. I like anything above there. I think that's good. Let me show you BTC CME chart, which is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Bollinger Bands weren't as tight here, right? Not only that, I've got the big high time frame fib pulled up on this one, and it's butting up right against that 50 fib. All right, that's right at about 32,250. All right, you know, I'd like to see it break that, because if it does break that, that opens up 38,000. But that's a little bit of a high mark, right? One thing at a time, I like to say. So let's get up over this 32,000 level here and break this 50 fib. If this break this 50 fib, that's excellent, because we're going to see more up. If it doesn't break this 50 fib, we're bound to jog back and forth, a little at a time, that 32, 33, 34 range, and see what happens. Okay? Just the way it is. I don't want it to be like that, but that's just kind of the way it is. Ethereum had a really good day yesterday. So, GND. DAG. You can look at DAG, yep. No problem. Render. All right, gotcha. Yeah, somebody knows what Koa is. CRV, ARB, and audio. All right. Crypto is so wild, nothing like it. I would totally agree, Hammer. It's a wild time, bro. I love it because you know, we have the upper hand using the charts, so we make a little bit more money than the people who just hodl. But I like the different perspectives that you see that you don't necessarily have to agree with, right? Some people are going to say they're like this. Some people are going to say like that. Oh, I hate this one. I hate that one. But we're all still watching the same thing. And there's a lot of money to be made. This is why I love this, right? I actually lost money in Forex today. I lost 2.7%, which sucked. I had the right read on gold, but my timing was off. I thought it was short. Every time I thought it was short, it would go up just enough to get my stop loss. Then I went short again, just enough to get my stop loss. When I stopped, thing went short. I would have been up a couple $1,000. Whatever. I'll get back at it again tomorrow. We only do Forex in the mornings from 8 to 12, and there's a couple hot times when we do it. So if you guys want to, that's free over in our Discord. Let me give you the link. Hang on a second. And bow, right there's the link. Right up top, that's our Discord for free for the Forex room. You don't get to pay anything. It's free, everybody. All you got to do is show up. All right. We do it every single day. I'm not going to trade news days anymore because yesterday was a news day and it cost me money. And that's really what did me in. I shouldn't have even done anything on a news day, but whatever. But there you go. It's free. All right. It's also in the description of the video down below. Free Discord. Now, I bought today Link, VRA, Arbitrum. Gosh, what else did I buy? I bought a lot. Hang on. Hang on. I bought. Come on. I have a section of the Discord where I post everything that I buy. Link, Dogecoin, Arbitrum, XRP, Filecoin. I bought Quant, VRA, HBAR. I think that's it. That's only for the people who are in our Discord and our paid Discord. What's our paid Discord? Well, here you go. Launchpass.com/the786assassins/half off. A whopping $8. XRP did great today. There were a lot of other assets that made money today too. And I bought them and I posted everyone when I bought them, why I bought them, and they all went up afterwards. All right. We do this nonstop, 24/7, 365. I post everything I do. We teach, we talk it out. You have questions, you get answers. Good, smart people around, good, like-minded people. You'll lose less money if you get around the right people. That's why we do what we do. Don't procrastinate. I know you think, oh God, $8. He's just trying to get our money. Dude, it's $8. And after taxes and stuff, we really don't make a lot of money. So grow up. Most of the money I make off trading. So you get half off. What else can I say, right? It's going to be half off for a little bit longer. The end of this summer, the price will change. So get in while you can. It's cheap. Doesn't even cost that much money. $8, dude, whatever. And you can help yourself make more money. Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to learn tons of cool strategies and be around the right kind of people to help you make more money, right? Plus, we do Zooms after the live streams. You can talk to me one-on-one about anything you want. I'll answer almost every question that comes in. There's my spiel. Now, let's get to some of these other charts. Real quick, AVAX, bought this one. Doing pretty well. Cracked the 50 fib, which I wasn't sure it would do it first, but it's doing it and it's awesome. So the next target for me is going to be around that 618 fib at roughly $15, and I'll show you why. If I put the 200 moving average in there, at 200 moving average, which is a very strong magnet on the chart, it's right at about 15, 16 bucks. All right. So that's my next target for AVAX. We'll reassess when it gets there. I do think it will get there eventually. All right. There's a little bit of trash in the way. The 100 moving average is actually in front of that, which is some of these are why I hesitated to buy them, because there was trash in the way, meaning resistance and stuff. 100 moving average is roughly right there, 15 bucks. So between 15 and 16, I think is a lock. All right. I think it's going to get there. We just got to give it some time. You're going to see a lot of charts that look like this where they got kind of trash in the way. There's nothing we can do. We're bouncing back and forth, playing the little game one at a time. AVAX is broken trend and doing well. Can't complain. Let's go to FTM. Someone asked about. Same story here. Broken downtrend, tested backwards. You've broken the 50. Now that you've broken the 50, where are we going? Well, let's have a look and see, shall we? And we shall. Big bear market line here. 50 fib is right at about 34 cents. So that's going to be a target that I think will happen. Same story, though. You got trash in the way. All right. 34 cents is where the 100 moving average is converging to. You may get ahead of that, and it may get all the way to 38 cents. So you may have a little bit more leg room on FTM than you do on some other assets, right? Another thing about why TA is so awesome is you may find that one asset has more percentage available than the others, right? Or more gains available than the others. So it may be more beneficial, even though you like one asset over another, to buy it rather than the other one, because it'll make you more money, right? That's the beautiful thing about TA, okay? It helps you make more money. It rarely ever costs you money. My gosh, it only helps you make more. Why would you not want to do it? Why would you not want to be on top of things, right? Solana. Man, Solana had a day yesterday and a day today. Holy cow. This thing cracked the trend line. Big trend line right here. See that? Downtrend, 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 crack. Once it broke it, it's done very, very well. Cracked the trend line, bounced on it for a couple days, over the 50, off the 821 EMA. I think you were up 30-something% total here on Solana over the last couple of days. 30% exactly, right? It actually got all the way up to 50%, which is friggin' awesome. You know, and for all the crap that gets talked about Solana, look at those gains, right? Erase all that dumb shit that you read on the internet and look at the chart. The chart's up 30% in the last 2 days at the moment and was 50%. Can't doubt those gains. It's still going up. Yes, everything is going to be overbought that we look at. All right, not everything, but a lot of stuff we're going to look at is going to be overbought. And we go to the high time frames, they're not. See that weekly RSI there? That's not even close to overbought. So maybe more room to run here for some of these. All right. Caspa. If I could spell correctly. All right, Mexi. All right, so Caspa was in a bit of a downtrend, did roll over and drop back down to 2 cents like I thought it would do, which is awesome. And since then has done nothing but rebound, broken a bit of a downtrend again, just cracked it recently. Still a bit of an overall lower high from where it was, but I think there may be a little bit more juice in the tank on this one as well. It's trying to hold its own here. Over the 8, 21, and 50, I can't really complain. If this cracks 0.028, you've got more upside toward 032, 035. Okay, that's possible for cause here. I can't deny it. It looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? All right, I thought it would go down more than it did, and it's done pretty well. GND, that's GNS. Hey, Jay Nicholas, is that GNS on Dex Screener or is that GNS on TradingView? Let me know. I'm sorry, GND. Is that Dex Screener or TradingView? And then I'll look at it. I'm gonna bypass it for now so I can check some other ones. All right, here's DAG. So habitual line stepper DAG right here. Trying to get over the 50 after breaking the 8 and 21 EMA. It isn't there yet. It's close. A bit of a double bottom here, and honestly, bit of an inverse head and shoulder, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, and you got a neckline right up here somewhere. Okay, I'd like to see that crack and break. It's close. It's not there yet, but there's a chance. If it does, I like the trend line to get hit again over here somewhere. Habitual line stepper here, DAG is. It did get all the way down to 0.27, which was 0.002 away from where I thought it would go, all the way back in the beginning of 2022. Crazy how TA works, huh? So I do think there's good news here. It's trying its best to get up over this 50. Now, there's a lot of work to do after that. And this trend line is going to be a bit of a booger, so one step at a time. I don't like the fact that KuCoin's pushing everybody away. Not going to be able to get your money off there, or not going to be able to buy it over there. Got to go to MXC or buy it on the Stargazer wallet or wherever else you got to buy it. It's also an ERC20 token, so I think you can get it on MetaMask. But I don't like places being taken away. That sucks. Still not a bad chart. It's trying. It's not there yet. It's trying. Render. Hey, welcome back. One of the best runners of 2023 yet was Render. Cracking the 50 now, which is great. I like to see it close over this 50 moving average and take another move up. Over the 821 EMA, can't deny that. You did break this bit of a downtrend here. That's awesome. Can't deny that. So, more up on the home front here for Render looks possible. I just needed to close over this 50 and prove it. Once it does that, there's a possibility for more up to at least 250 or so, if not higher. CRV. And by the way, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. I'm just some idiot on the internet explaining what I do for a living, okay? You can do it, not do it, up to you. These are just my opinions, all right? Do your own thing. As the kids say, do your own research. The charts are my research. So CRV, man, so it's just really close to breaking out. It didn't quite do it yet, as you can see there. Still a bit of a downtrend, and it's pinned right up next to the bottom of it. It is over the 50 and the 821. Tagging the bottom of that trend line is a little bit of a to me. I like a little bit more performance here. Get up over here, and that's great. I do like the fact that it's making higher highs and higher lows. As you see, high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Keep going. All right. Push a little bit farther. It's running into this resistance. I know that. But there is some more resistance up here if it can get through it, and would make up another higher high and higher low. It's not a sale. But just be careful. I think some of these need to prove it a little bit more, right? They're close. Not quite there yet. Arbitrum. All right. Arbitrum had a really good day yesterday because a couple things happened. It broke this short-term downtrend. It finally got over this 50 moving average and held it 821 up. If I add in some more stuff here, like the 100 moving average, it finally, for the first time in its history, broke the 100 moving average. Never happened before, which is awesome. If it can hang on above this 100, which is at $1.20, it can hang on above here, more up, which is good. Arbitrum gave me a hard time. I mean, this thing has been a struggle bus for me. I'm glad it's finally going out. I did buy Arbitrum, as you see here, and I listed it way down here at that red line when I did it, right? You had a chance to make money on all these other assets besides XRP also. That's why I post them. That's why I do what I do, so you guys can see it and understand where I'm coming from. I think Arbitrum is going to have a great bull run. It's not bull market time yet. It's gains to be made for now, right? Big inverse head and shoulders. Let me move a couple of these boxes. I thought those boxes would get hit. They came close, but they didn't. I guess TA sucks. You had shoulder, head, shoulder, undefined neckline. If it can break that neckline, off we go. All right, and we may get one more little move down before it does so. We'll see. I don't have the exact answer on this. All I see right now is an uptrend, which is awesome. Anything up here is great. Let me pull some fibs here and see where we're at on the Fibonacci retracement, which kind of shows us our levels of interest. Grab this wick up top and pull down. And roughly 130, 128 to 130 is where the 50 fib is. As you see, we haven't quite gotten there yet. Okay, we're close. Not there yet. Past that, if it can break through this resistance right here, which there's a fair chance it's going to do that, then we open up $1.39, $1.45, and the big level up here that it's never even been to before, $1.56 and $1.68. All right. I'm not sure we get all the way up there. I mean, there's a chance, but I mean, don't count your chickens, okay? Bull market, I think it blows through all these eventually, and we make some really good money on Arbitrum. For now, it's a buy, it's a buy, not a sell, and it's holding up well. Audios. I don't like the wicks on the top, but the day is young. Audio had a really good run in the beginning of the year. I did pretty well on audio. Big wick, man. I'm not sure if I should listen to that big wick or not. Matter of fact, I'm going to ignore it. But we did get a break of trend, which is awesome. I think this wick is a bit of a, you can call it a scam wick. Not sure I buy that wick. So let's pull from the bottom of that candle. How about that? It's a little bit safer in my opinion. All right, there you go. Ping ponging in between the 236 and the 382 fib. Not quite there yet. It's got a low volume, and because of that low volume, it's very, very volatile, right? If we get above 21 cents, that opens up 23 and 26. Bit of resistance right here at 23 and a half, right? See that resistance there? It's going to cause a little bit of a problem, a hiccup to progress. I do think it'll give a shot at that in time. 23 and a half, 24 cents makes sense. All right, back to the 50 fib, and we'll reassess from there. SHAU. Is that Dex Screener? Looks like it's Dex Screener. It might be Dex Screener. Let me know about SHAU. I'm not sure on that one. It is Dex Screener. Thank you, Jerry. Jay Gross. Let me pull up Dex Screener. Let's do that now. Let's go to Dex Screener. Shall we check in on Thor real quick? God, that's bright. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. All right. It never saves the way I want it to. It's whatever. They take these grid lines off. Okay. Volume is useless on these. Why does it even offer it? Hey, look. Thor's still dead in the water. GND. Gotcha, Jay Gross. Sorry for the hold up there. Arbitrum token. Very cool. All right. So, yeah, performing really well. You do have a clear defined uptrend. You see that? Very nice. I like it. That clear defined uptrend continues to hold. Arbitrum tokens are doing very well. And I expect a lot of Arbitrum tokens to do very well in the bull market. I'll have some money over there because I want to make the most gains possible. And one of them new things that come out, right? Pre-bull market. And whenever that happens, it's a good thing. Those coins are a bit speculative. And since they're a bit speculative, there's more gains to be had there, which is awesome. I'm here for the most gains I can possibly get, right? I think everyone should be. If I pull some fibs on it, you've broken this 618. 786 is at 497. 497 is a distinct possibility there on GND. Keep your eyes open. I think it may go a little farther. Possible. It's done a lot already, so don't count your chickens, but it could keep going. It's trying to break this high right here, right now. If it breaks this high, that's clean to 786, which is at roughly 497 to 500. Pretty cool. SHAU. I think this is a deck screener token. I'm not positive. This one isn't performing very well. If so, this is going to be a no for me. As opposed to what the other one stuff that we saw, right? This one's not as good. All right. One day your stream will have Keith with Foster's live. You watch, dude. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go get some Foster's tomorrow. I didn't leave the house today or yesterday. Honestly, I stayed right here locked into trades. Probably should have left the house. I'm in money saving mode after spending so much at Hawaii. So, but I need to get some Foster's. GMT. Thank you, Guillermo. Flocky Safe Moon, bro. I'm not going to do it. LRC. We're running out of time, too. No tiff. Yeah, I don't even have an alcohol drink in here right now. I've just got water. My Tar Heel cup. Trying to be sharp for tomorrow, man. I got money to make back. Now, what's crazy is I signed up for that audition, and the day I signed up for the audition, I went negative. I had 20-something days in a row of green. And the one day I signed up, I went red. Whatever, man. I'll make it back step by step. The cool thing about using Surge Trader, which is what I was doing on Forex, there's no time limit. So I could just make $20 a day or $5,000 a day. Doesn't really matter. I can do what I want. ARPA. ARPA. And if I miss you on some of these guys, I'll do them on the Zoom afterwards because we have a Zoom after this for an hour. Be there, be square. He said, "Oh, Thor." You're welcome, Jay Nicholas. I like that token. That looks cool. And again, I know you've been doing it. You hit me up in the DMs the other day, and I missed it. I'm sorry. Put a list in the unlimited chat and tag me, and I'll pin it because we need to make we have a thread. We have an unlimited forums thread for Arbitrum tokens. Put them in there, and I'll pin them because I want to remember all these when the bull market comes around because they're all going to make good money. You know what I mean? Don't want to miss out on them. That's the beauty of the Discord, right? There's so many gains to be made. Because there's so many gains to be made on all these other tokens that you miss or forget about. Our Discord tends to see them first. Something that we noticed the last bull market. We would have missed stuff if we didn't have us all working together. And I made so much more money because we had a group of people, right, that were all doing the same thing. GMT did break the downtrend line. That's great. It's over the 50, over the 821, running toward the 100 next at 27 cents. I think that's going to happen. Just needs a little bit of time. Loop ring. Did break the 50, sitting right on top of it right now. Hasn't cracked a new high just yet. It's close. Let's give this a day or so here to see it close over the 50. It's lagging behind a little bit, so be careful. But there's a possibility this thing closes here and then runs up to the 100 moving average. ARPA. ARPA. This was a really productive live stream, by the way. Even with the stupidity at the beginning. What are you going to do? ARPA's still trending up. It didn't do anything amazing, but it's still trending up there. You see that? Can't deny that it's trending up. If it can crack a new high, which is about 5.5 cents, if it can crack that, then you have a lot of unfilled inefficiency here on this down move that could come to fruition. So it's not a sale. It's still trending up. Just keep your eyes open and please, everyone, set stop losses. Stop losses are your friend. Caroline Ellison was a horrible person and a horrible trader. As soon as their little system that they had went away, they went bankrupt. All right. So once you realize that bad traders don't lose stop losses, don't be them. Be better. Quant. Well, there's render. Oh, we don't looked at render. Quant. I bought some quant. I know this hasn't broken out yet. I took a little bit of a chance here on quant. Saw that it was riding this uptrend right here in the green line. And even though it's still pinned under this downtrend, I did take a chance. I think it may break out. And if it breaks out, I want to be here for part of it. All right. I don't want to miss it. So Watch out. It's not exactly as far along its head as some others. As you see, it's still stuck under the 50 and the 100. It did break the 821, but that's it. Pretty tiny. I get it. I took a chance on it. We'll see what happens. Link. Yeah, man. Link finally, after being one of the worst performers of 2023, finally showing some nuts here. Uptrending, higher highs and higher lows. Great. Finally getting back into this heavy resistance zone here that I want to see it break out of. If it can break out of this range, she's going to run. I bought this. I'm going to leave it be. I think there's more up here. Link runs to the beat of its own drum sometimes. And if that's the case, it cracking through this 200 like this is just brilliant. Let's see what happens. There may be more down, but I like what happened with it so far. I'm here for it. I know this chart looks messy. I got all these moving averages up there, and I'm sorry. But I'm overloading everybody with information, so it's important. ICP, got you, brother. Last couple ones right here. ICP did break the downtrend, did break the falling wedge, and is running up here toward, it did break the 50. That's awesome. It's got stones to run up to the 100 moving average at roughly $4.90 to $5. $4.90 to $5 is fully possible here for ICP. I just need to see it break the highs right here. All right, crack this high. Once it breaks this high, you're going to get that run up here to 475, 475, $5-ish in time. All right, needs a little bit of time to do it. It isn't going to do it all at once. It'd be nice if it did, though. ALGO. All right, it's on deck screener. I'm getting there. Gotcha. Yeah, man, this thing's performed like a champ. Look at that thing run. Big uptrend here. Even though that thing fell under right there, you had another bit of an uptrend here. It's trying to crack previous all-time high, or not all-time high, trying to crack previous highs. If this thing does crack previous highs, let's get a fib pulled on it and see how far it could go here. Yeah, 60 cents looks like it's going to happen. If this thing breaks this high right here, 60 cents happens. 60 cents, I'm sorry, 6 cents. 6 cents happens, and if it can break 6 cents level, back up to 618 here at a roughly 9 cents to 10 cents is fully possible here. This is a pancake swap token on BNB chain. You can get it on MetaMask. What's up, Ray TA? Good to see you, brother. BNB. You know what? Last one we'll do is BNB. BNB had a rough summer, didn't it? After it did pretty well, SEC come after them pretty hard, huh? Right? So it's been underperforming for a bit, but you cannot deny the breakout right here. I did not buy any BNB, not gonna lie. I think I have some on MetaMask, but it's not much. Cracking the 50, hasn't done it yet, so I need to see another close in here. I think we may have a better week next week for BNB than this week. We'll see. The fact that it's gotten up over that 50 moving average and is trying to close above it, primo. Let's make it happen. All right, make it happen. Last check-in on XRP. Got a bit of a wick here on the bottom. That is good news. Let's keep that up. I want to see this thing keep running here. You're only down about 4% on the day. It was 9% earlier. I'm here for it. More up, please. I want to see it keep going. Now, that was an hour. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. We had 75 people on. That's the highest live stream number we've had in months. It's awesome. I'm glad you people are watching. Thank you for coming. I appreciate every single person who comes on here. I don't think you guys understand it. Whether you talk or you don't, whether you like me or you don't, whether you're in the Discord or you're not, you're here, and that means the world to me. Seriously, all right? In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. And lastly, Jay-Z, make the best of your todays, the worst of your tomorrows, all right? Thank you, guys. I'll see you on Zoom. Sky's the limit. Next live stream Thursday. New video on Forex coming out soon. Y'all be good. Peace.